Okay, so to make your soy sauce pearls, what you're going to do is mix some soy sauce with agar. Now agar, you can get it in any grocery store, especially Chinese grocery stores. But if you want the same one as I've got from Molecular R, you can get a kit like this, with lots of other products, by clicking on the link on top left corner of your screen. Anyway, you need to blend these two together. So I'm using a food processor from Kenwood here, but you can just use normal blender or a hand immersion blender. Anything will do except for a whip. It needs to be cut into the liquid to properly hydrate. Okay, so this blender has a weighing scale integrated into the machine. So all I have to do is just pour it straight in and it will tell me how much it weighs. And I'm looking for 177 grams of soy sauce, which is 177 milliliters. The beautiful added advantage of having a weighing scale in the blender means I don't have to wash one extra beaker. So now I have a little bit less washing to do. Now just add 1 sachet of agar. It's about 2 grams. And now blend. Alright, so once it's blended together, you just want to transfer it over to a pan and then bring it to a simmer. So there you go. And then stop. Okay, so once you've brought your soy sauce to a boil, what happens is it activates the agar, and then it actually starts to gellify the soy sauce. And now what you want to do is cool it down quickly through a liquid. For example, here is olive oil. I've left it in the freezer for 20 to 30 minutes so it becomes very, very cold. Now I put it inside this measuring cylinder here because it's very thin and long. You can also put it inside this, but then you need a lot more olive oil to fill it up. So that's why I put it in here. And basically the idea is you're going to fill up a little pipette like this, which comes with the Molecular R gastronomy kit, which I showed you before. And you're just going to take a couple of drops of soy sauce and drip them through the olive oil. And what happens is they should gellify into a sphere by the time it hits the bottom. Because agar sets very quickly, unlike gelatine, this goes very fast. So by the time that it reaches the bottom, it will become a sphere. If it's too shallow, what will happen is your agar will simply just not be jellified by the time it hits the bottom and become a semicircle, which is not what I want here. I want to have spheres or pearls. Okay, once you're finished, you just sieve it through a fine sieve and it should stop all these little pearls. And then you just want to wash them in some water. Okay, so once they've been washed, you can just put them anywhere you want. And these little soy pearls are just, look at these beauties. My God, they're beautiful. Okay, so that's how you make soy sauce pearls. And now let's move on to make BattleShip Sushi to go with it. Okay, so what I'm going to make here is a BattleShip Sushi. It's known as a Gunkan Maki roll and it was invented in 1941. Now I'm going to fill mine with salmon roe and masago. Masago is basically capelin roe that's been seasoned. You can buy it like this in the store, and otherwise you can also buy it online. If you want a link to that, check it out by clicking on top left corner of the screen. Now I'm just going to mix the two together in equal parts. Be careful not to damage the salmon roe, so just fold it in like you would, say, a mousse de chocolat or any other pastry sort of thing. Alright, beautiful. And don't mix it too much. That's just perfect like that. Alright, now that that's mixed, just put it alongside. And now you want to work on your nori. Now, I'm sure you've all noticed these lines going across the nori. they divide the sheet into 6 pieces, sometimes 7 if they're just out of alignment. Now what you want to do is you want to have one of these strips. So just simply take some scissors or a knife and just slice one out. There you go, this is your strip. Now you've got your strip of nori, put it to one side, wet your hands, and then take a bowl of about 17 grams of sushi rice. If you don't know how to make sushi rice, click on the link on the top left of the page right now and you'll be taken to my website where you can learn how to make sushi rice. Now you just take your strip of nori and place it mat side inwards and wrap it around your bowl. Perfect. Now where the joining is, you just want to take 2 or 3 little pieces of sushi rice and just press it against it, and this will act like glue, and you just close it. Now you just want to add a little bit of wasabi on the inside, a little dab, and then you fill it with your roe. Be nice and generous, don't skimp out on this part. Now you want to cut a piece of cucumber. Alright, now you take a cucumber and you cut it just off center so you don't get any of the seeds in it. Just like that, all the seeds still here, and this part is seedless. Now you want to cut this at a 45-degree angle to get nice long slivers of cucumber. And here what I'm going to do is cut 3 thin slices. But keep them together to make it easier to fan out later. Alright, perfect. Now you just fan it out and then lay it back down on the cutting board and cut the ends off. And then you place this into one side of your maki. Like that. Perfect. Now you add your soy pearls. Less is more with this. There we go. 1 BattleShip Sushi done. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did and you want to keep watching my videos, then check them out right now by clicking on the right. There's loads of other videos from sushi to sushi garnish and knives and all sorts of stuff. So just check it out. Hopefully you'll find something you like there. Now, if you want to subscribe to my channel and see more of my stuff in the future, then click on the top left corner of your screen. It's completely free and you'll be updated when new videos are released. Thank you for watching. I'm Chef Devaux. See you guys next week. Goodbye.